In October of 2020, I bought some property in northern Michigan. I grew up spending time on my grandpa's tree farm, and I missed having a place that I could go and do whatever I wanted. Whether you enjoy camping, hiking, or hunting, there's something special about having a place that is truly your own. I decided when I purchased the property that I was going to make a point of camping up there every month for the first year. I started to document each trip, including seeing the International Space Station, getting the Jeep stuck in knee-deep snow, as well as various small projects around the property. I decided in February that it would be fun to take this a step further and take some time-lapse and video that I could share with my friends so they could come along for the adventure. This weekend was my 9th trip to the property and the 6th month that I have camped on the property. My friend Sam came along for the trip, and I'd say overall it was a good way to experience the beginning of spring. Sam and I arrived around 2 o'clock and got to work setting up my heavy Army surplus tent. Thankfully, the snow had melted where the tent had been pitched previously, so we had a relatively dry place to set up the tent. Frozen ground can make driving tent stakes difficult, but a sledgehammer comes in handy for taking care of that. One of the best features of this tent is that it includes a wood stove, which helps keep you warm on cold winter nights. I would like to claim that I'm careful with all of my camping gear, but sometimes I act like an airline baggage handler. The project for the weekend was to drive a shallow well. We were expecting that the frost would make digging quite difficult, but were surprised to find that a post hole digger was more than capable of getting the hole started. The majority of the well was driven using a standard fence post driver, but we figured we'd use a post hole digger to give ourselves a 4-foot head start. We thought that using a sledgehammer would speed up progress, but it turns out that it just damaged the threads on the pipe, so we had to discard a section and start over again. I also learned that it pays to be careful while using the fence post driver, as if you slip it off the end of the pipe and hit yourself in the head, it's quite painful. We checked progress as we went by running a tape measure into the well, and we're happy to find that we hit water before we reached 15 feet of depth. Once we had the final section of pipe driven, we test fitted the pump and started to prime it. Overall, the project that we had expected to take several hours was done in about 45 minutes.
The well works. We have
do.
water. It's slowly getting cleaner.
Surprisingly less work than I would have thought.
Took us like 40, 50 minutes and one crack to the head.
Actually, it was like 40 or 50 minutes, and that included pulling the bad pipe.
Yeah, we broke one section of pipe, so that's getting pretty clear pretty quick.
Pro tip, whenever you're doing it, double tighten your fittings because they loosen up.
Satisfied with the progress we had made on the well, we decided to call it a night and made some burgers for dinner. Though it had dipped into the teens overnight, the wood stove kept us quite warm. Sam made a breakfast of egg and bacon sandwiches, which were quite delicious. Oh hey, there's Sam now.